to all of you. I should say that this is one of the most pleasantest tasks I've ever got, in a long time. Felicitating my dearest student on her, well-accomplished achievement. Now, I heard Priya ma'am, Santosh sir spoke about the book and about Fort Kochi and all of that, so I thought I will talk about Anjali, because that is, she's a star of the day. Now, my connect with Anjali goes back to 2016, right? Yeah, so 2016 was really an eventful year for both of us, because that was the year in which Anjali joined St. Teresa's College as a first-year undergrad student. And then it was that particular year when the government of Kerala initiated a program called Walk with a Scholar. Now, that was a program for meritorious students wherein the toppers of the class will have to write an assessment exam, and then you will be selected based on your performance, and that student will get a mentor who will be one of the teachers of each of the departments. And then Anjali got selected for the entrance, and then she was taken to a class and she wrote I remember all of that because I was coordinating, and when the results came, she was one of the students. Okay, so that's when the whole connect happened. I've told this to Anjali many times, we met actually one-on-one at the corridor in St. Teresa's College, right in front of the English department. And she comes to me saying that, ma'am, I'm your ward. I'm like, yeah, fine. So tell me about yourself. So that day was not too easy, because all I could see was a 17, 18-year-old girl with a lot of disappointment in her eyes because she wanted to join the University of Glasgow in Scotland. Yes. Yeah, and then she said, ma'am, everything was through. I had almost paid the money, but then due to something unforeseen, I had to sort of, quit. And then I'm here, ma'am, what do I do? So then it was a tough task for me as a faculty to ensure that she gets at least something what she dreamt of, something what she desired in Ireland, at least a little bit of it in St. Teresa's College. So I said, look, Anjali, you have to get your opportunities right. There will be something and all coming for you. And then 2016 personally was another eventful year. Sona is there with me. She's one of the coordinators of Teresa International. So the international wing of our college was founded in 2016. Our college is going to be 100 years, but then it took a long time for this to actually happen. And then as one of our first ventures, we had to send this batch of students to London. That was our first task. It was on us, and we thought it was an impossible task, because sending a bunch of students unaccompanied by any teacher and then going through all of the procedures all on our own, the responsibility was on us. And then so we sent word, we sort of spread news that okay, people can join this. The next problem was who will join, because it was a paid course, 3 weeks in London at Richmond, the American University. Yeah. Anjali comes again walking to me saying that, ma'am, I'm interested. I'm like, whoa, we got our first student. And then half of our job was done, because we knew that if Anjali were to be on board, definitely, it's half, the work is sorted for us. And then later, gradually students joined. Sonia is here, I can't see her. She was also part of the batch. We had amazing, group of 6 students who were there, they took it on themselves and they flew. Now, in this context, okay, Santosh sir, I thought, I see all of your vlogs and all of that. I admire, your amazing talks. There's a Pala Connect also. I migrated to Pala 15 years ago. After I got married, my husband belongs to Pala. So you're a household name. Now, one of your talks, you said, that was a very pertinent line. You said, we all love to travel. But what stops us from traveling is the fact that we're all scared. Those who are scared are, in fact, missing out on a lot. So I thought of reading a couple of lines, Anjali. This got me reminded. I long to walk alone, go where the path leads. To not think, never look back, but just walk. Walk to the horizon that lies beyond my reach. And Anjali walked alone, because that particular batch, Anjali took a solo flight, I remember. She took the Sri Lankan route because she had to join her family friends there. The others were put on board another flight because they had to take accommodation at the university. Now Anjali goes, and I still remember I was eagerly waiting for her call. And when she reached Sri Lanka, the connection came and she called me, and I still remember that excitement, Anjali. So for me, and for Sona, it was an accomplishment that we could send somebody abroad, the first batch from St. Teresa's. So I really thank you for all you had done at that point. And like what Sir said, you defied all your fears and then you flew. And then what happens is the rest, what happens is in the book, it's history. And every odd year, like what Anjali says, this happened in 2017. Then 2019, she's on this European trip and all of that. And in 2 weeks, she's flying to Paris again. Okay, so all of this. So before I conclude, I just thought of a few lines. Okay, I went far from my lighthouse where I fixed my anchor. I wandered all this while not knowing where to go, trying to find my way back. I stumbled many a time, got lost in treacherous storms. Weary and tired, I tasted salt on my cracked lips. Finally found my way back, and I saw that my lighthouse was still there. Despite the fierce wind and colossal waves, it stood still, unchanged. With arms wide apart, I was welcome back. These lines, whatever you meant, Anjali, these lines are for your parents. You know, the lighthouse, your anchor. I especially thank you, sir and ma'am, because these days when girls are asked to be inside for whatever reasons, you all were the people who gave her, wings to fly. So appreciate both of you for that. And Anjali, as you embark on your new journey, I wish you all the best. And we're looking for forward to your next book soon. Thank you.